I have been working as an HR professional for almost 9 years, and throughout my career, I have been in MNCs. I have worked in 4 MNCs so far, and most of the freshers come up to me and ask me a lot of questions about management training. So today, here I am demystifying management training programs for you. Definitely, I'll be not be able to answer all your questions, but in one video. But I will be making subsequent videos for most of your questions that is coming to me most of the time. Now, today we'll be answering 4 questions. What is it? What is it all about? More about the role, usually how the role is being made up, and is there any other role for freshers apart from management training programs, as well as can anyone join directly from it? Now, when I will be answering these questions, definitely this is not catered to a direct organization. It's more holistic about different organizations, how usually they come up with it. But definitely it follows a principle, and all multinationals kind of follow the same principle. So I'll be talking about those. Now, what is it? Before I move on to what is it, let me give you example from football. And today, throughout this presentation, I will be talking about more about football because I'm sure most of you know what happens in football. So you'll be able to connect it better. Now, first of all, you know that Messi and Ronaldo, Cristiano Ronaldo, they didn't just became uh, what they are in one day, right? They had to go through a lot of practice from a very young age. So in all organization, even in multinational companies, they want to make their top leaders as well. They want to also make their best employees as well. So in order to do that, this program is a gateway for individuals to join the program, as well as slowly groom them up to be a top leader. So that is one reason why management trainees are being hired, or management trainees roles is being created within an organization in MNCs. So another reason is in football you see that individuals, best players, move from one team to another team, and then there are people sitting in the bench so that they can take up those roles in the team, right? Like strikers, defenders, and others, right? So even in organization, it happens the same way, right? A lot of organization have a lot of high attrition. So attrition means that people leaving from the organization. And when it's happening, and I'm sure they are losing best people because other teams, other organization is also trying to hire the best from the other organizations as well. So in order to keep on replenishing their attrition, management trainees are being hired so that MNCs can refill their positions. Now, moving on, more about the role. So what is this role? This is actually a training sort of a role, and a different sort of organization based on different regulation in different uh, part of the world. The management training program usually is for 6 months to 2 years. Now, again, this management training program usually is in different sort of names for different organizations. That is something that you have to keep in mind. But mostly, most of the top MNCs have this sort of roles. And the idea is that from an early age, that from fresher level, they want to train individuals so that they can take up senior roles within the organization. Most of these roles have up or out sort of system. So what is up or out? Ideally, if a person is successfully completing the training period, they go up in the rank within the organization. After the training period, which is 6 months or 2 years, that depends on the organization to organization. And there are organizations who also offers this, or out, if you are not passing the program, you're not passing the training period, you may go out. But having said all that, there are many organizations also there. This only up, or you stay. So that is also there. That is sort of mix you can also see in different parts of the world in different instances. Now, usually these roles, in order to get these roles, comes with a tough assessment, right? So that people really don't easily go out of the system. Usually, most of these organizations have a very tough assessment system, depending from 4 stages to 7, 8 stages as well from different organizations. But definitely, you will find it tougher than other roles within the organization. And also, there is a higher pay associated when you pass an assessment from fresher sort of a role. If you see the market, management trainee roles usually have a higher pay compared to any sort of other fresher roles that you usually find, especially in. Now the last one is very important. It's like in different fields, like especially if you're looking at football, right? So you see people are playing in striking position, midfield position, defending position, right? Now in clubs, clubs usually get the footballers in those positions to play. But when the clubs are getting somebody really young, like the picture that you see, the students are learning to play, they really don't know which position they will be best fit at. So what they do is they get those students to play and then figure out where they will be putting them in the field when the time comes. So likewise, in management training programs in MNCs, what happens is like different people are being hired in different departments. There are times where you'll be seeing that a management training program for sales, for HR, for finance, and so on and so forth. When few organizations believe that they can groom themselves up within this territory, and then few organizations also explore it like this, that they hire management training program, do not necessarily put them in a department or a division from get-go. After they are hired, then they put them into the places they require to go. Yeah. Now moving on, like if you do not get chance in a management training program as a fresher, then is there any other way? Now in MNCs, it actually, some organizations do have roles for freshers, some organizations do not have roles for freshers. Now I have seen both, right? Now the organization who do not have roles for freshers, they usually request for 1 or 2 year experience for the entry level roles. Now, what happens is if you have a lot of extra part-time jobs and extracurricular activities that can be shown as an experience, right, for your from your university life, then those things can be added as your experience. So you can, but definitely it has to be substantial to really show that whether you really have those sort of experience or not, right? So yeah, so some organizations don't, but actually they do it through showing experience. Many of you are doing internship in an agency, and you may have questions that can I directly join from my internship as on. Again, it depends. Why it depends? Because many organizations allows it, that from internship you can actually promote to a management trainee role. I have seen that. I have also seen that they don't allow it. Rather, what happens is that in most of the cases in MNCs, if you are doing an internship, it really helps because the nuts and bolts of the organization, so it helps you to really get the job better. Also, in some organization, they allow it that let's say if you have 4 stages of assessment for a management training program, and if you're doing internship in that organization, it may be reduced to 3 stage or 2 stage depending on the organization and how they do it, right? And then and again, if you are doing internship um, in an MNC, what happens is it gives a better visibility of your CV to other organizations, to other MNCs, that okay, this person was a intern in an MNC, so you have a higher chance of getting a job in another MNCs as a management trainee as well. So that we have also seen, or also we have been doing in MNCs for quite some time. Now, you may have thousands of other questions, but please, if you have those questions, please leave it in the comment section so that I can answer it in the next video. And I have few other questions that you have regarding what to do, how to pass the assessment, and so on and so forth. So stay tuned to my next videos for those sort of answers. So if you have found this video helpful, please like it, and also share it with friends and families who really need this. And I would like to see you on the next video. Thank you. Have a good day.